Hello, everybody. I'm Patrick Hart, former healthcare executive, also owner of PDP Media. PDP Media is a platform designed to help you understand how to scale and elevate your career, specifically within healthcare. A little bit about me, kind of like most of us, started, the journey in high school. After high school, I joined the military. I spent 6 years in the Army. I was a helicopter mechanic. Got an opportunity to see the world as well as various countries as well. Had an amazing time. After that, my dream job, transition out of the military, I wanted to find something where I can go to work looking good and smelling good and come home the same way in which I went to work. So somewhat of a metrosexual. I wanted my nails done. I wanted nice teeth, the whole nine. But I wanted to find an opportunity to scale within an industry that allowed me to be the best version of myself. So, fast forward to 2009 is where I found healthcare and started my career journey, just kind of scaling and elevating through that corporate ladder. And then we fast forward to 2018, was able to partner with, a great company, a technology company. We sold that company at the end of 2018 for a large sum of money. And since then, I've just kind of been on this mission to inspire, educate, and help other people navigate that journey. So I'm here today recording this video in my home with the outcome to help inspire you and to set the tone of what to expect here in 2025 and beyond. So Patrick Hart, married, 4 boys, 2 grandkids. A lot of people say you don't look old enough to have grandkids, but listen, you know what they say, black don't crack. So I'm out here trying to make it shine in each and every day. And I look forward to continuing to connect with you and inspire you on your journey to the top. So what inspired me to pursue my path? Honestly, I would have to say it's been, my mom, she recently passed away during the pandemic. So, rest her soul. But she was my biggest inspiration growing up. And the reason why she was my biggest inspiration is because we struggled as a family. Like financially, we didn't have it all. We were always that family that were missing pieces of the puzzle. We would have bread, but no peanut butter. We would have meat, but no bread. We would have eggs, but then we would have no, pots and pans to cook it on. Like we struggled as a family. But the one thing that I admired is that my mom's dedication and determination to not only herself, but to her family. So it was her and then me and my brother, and she was raising us, and she was a strong black female, and that inspired me. And one of the things that she would always tell us is that, if I'm strong as a woman, then as a man, you need to be 10 times stronger than me. So she's always been my rock and my inspiration to change that generational brokenness of what our family looked like to help better myself as well as my family, to position us to where we can accomplish these great things through our career journey. So that I was always inspired by that. And then financially as well, like many of us, you want to make as much money as possible. When you come from these backgrounds that have been broken, financially, that money helps put you in positions and allow you to accomplish things that you haven't either seen or accomplished before. So that's always been a motivator of mine. And then the other thing is then as I scaled and grew my career within the healthcare and various other industries, I would look to the left and right and I would see other people that looked like me that were so uninspired. And I just felt like they needed a hand out or a hand up to help them get to that next level. So what I'm all about right now is just educating, inspiring, and uplifting the next version of what our generation looks like. So thank you for spending some time to get to know a little bit about me. All right, so thank you for this question, Patrick. It's an excellent question. And the question is, how do you define personal as well as professional success? And honestly, it's a tough juggling act to define the two. So personally for me, personal success for me is to be able to not only jot down the goals that I have, but be able to see myself accomplishing things in life for my family. You grow up and one of the things, oftentimes you want, especially if you didn't grow up having this, was a solid home where, there's a mom and a dad, and then you're raising kids and you're making these decisions together as a family, and you have a roof over your head, and you have a mortgage, and you have cars that you can drive. So professionally, that was my journey. I wanted to accomplish all those things. I wanted to have just a wholesome household. I wanted to have a family, and I was able to accomplish that personally. So personally, I'm 100% satisfied with where I'm at. Professionally, I wanted to continue to scale and grow my career, elevate. So I kept positioning myself in and get my bachelor's degree and then my master's degree, because I felt like these things were going to be differentiators between me and the next candidate if you're looking to scale and make an impact within your organization. So professionally, I've always seek and sought after opportunities to continue to learn, elevate, and know more, because I felt like if I knew more, that's going to help me more professionally. But quite honestly, personally and professionally, it's hard to separate the two, because when you're on that journey and you're ambitious, or as ambitious as I was as a person, then those ambitions often takes credence or precedence over anything else that you're thinking about. Yeah, your family's there, and then I think the thing that's important is to have that communication, because if you're on that journey of scaling and growth, then it's important to have clear communication with your family. Hey, this is what I'm trying to accomplish, and then they're able to allow you to have some grace period in that interaction as you grow. So the biggest misconceptions that healthcare face today is that healthcare has it all together, or it's the perfect industry, and honestly, it's not correct at all. Healthcare absolutely sucks. And I say that because I've spent the last 15 years in healthcare. And it doesn't suck because of the people that's in healthcare. It sucks because some of the policies and practices that we have in place, oftentimes that we get out of the weeds, or there's so many different processes in place to deliver the type of care that, or make the kind of impact that we want to make, that for a lot of us, it gets convoluted, and we're like, man, I came into healthcare really with a passion and a mission to impact other people, and you would like to do that, but nowadays there's so many systems and processes in place that human interaction is often few and far between. So the misconception is healthcare has it together. But I say this to tell you this also, that healthcare, there's a lot of opportunity, but we do a horrible job telling the story of the impact we're trying to make, or helping people scale and elevate beyond where they are today. Oftentimes we'll come into the space and we expect somebody to start at a certain role, and then they're going to be in that role for the next 5-10 years. And then sometimes people get passed over for opportunities, or they get mistreated, or they lose their vision. So for me, the misconception is I'm trying to bust is that once you get into healthcare, you're kind of stuck. I think there's tons of opportunities out there, and we need someone to be that voice of reason of what those opportunities look like. So for me, I put myself front and center. That's why I had the tag name is That Healthcare Guy, because oftentimes what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce you to people as well as opportunities, and have discussions around opportunities that are available in healthcare. With the outcome focus on allowing you not to get stuck in one certain position or one certain industry within healthcare, so you can scale and grow your career. So the question is, what challenges and setbacks did I face, especially, navigating that career ladder? And I faced quite a bit. And I think I want to start, and I'll be transparent and authentic as possible. There's multiple times that I've actually gotten fired from an organization, whether that's they eliminated my position, there was restructuring, or just outright I made a mistake and actually got fired from my position. So these are challenges and setbacks that a lot of us face. And most of the times, or a lot of times, we feel like those challenges define us. For me, I was looking for those opportunities, and I'm not saying I'm looking forward to getting fired, but I was looking forward to putting myself in positions that made me uncomfortable. And the reason I was looking for that is because I'm all about growth, right? And if you're actually going to accomplish something, sometimes you have to go through something. And there's been a lot of things that I've been through within navigating my healthcare journey. One of those too is like not having a clear coach or mentor. I'm trying to figure this out. It's like, how do I get from here to here? And the thing that I felt that I needed to do was to continue to invest in myself. So that's why, I ended up getting, like I shared before, my bachelor's and my master's degree. And then oftentimes I would take various courses and things like that. But I would also spend a lot of time listening to other speakers talk about their journey. I was always inspired about people's rise to the top. And for me, that's where I found solace. That's where I found opportunity and understanding people's hustle journey. And so what do I do today? I really expand on that. I talk a lot about that. I introduce you to other people and their hustle journey, so you can, just like myself, find those opportunities where, you can say, Patrick did this and this is what he went through, and this is what I may have to go through to get to that next level as well. So those setbacks, they don't define you, they only make you stronger, so we can keep hustling forward. Hey, I would like to thank you for joining me here in 2024 as I begin navigating what this space looks like by delivering various forms of content, whether that's through my podcast, Health Hustle Chronicles, my LinkedIn newsletter, Hustling 25/8, or my Instagram or YouTube page where you can connect with me as That Healthcare Guy. What I'm all about? Well, I'm putting this together because, again, I shared with you, I'm a former healthcare executive. My goal is to educate and inspire you to get to that next level of your career journey. So I developed a company called PDP Media. And in the process of developing that company, I realized that I had all these skill sets as a corporate executive, but as a business owner, I'm starting from ground zero. So there's a lot of things that I needed to learn, and I'm still continuing to learn. So make sure you can also connect with me, especially if you're seeing things that I'm doing and you want to help out. Listen, I'm all for the help. In 2025, what you're going to see is more of those spotlighted opportunities of thought leaders, people that look like you and I, that's on their hustler journey, that's scaling to the top, right? Because I want you to learn from those people. But with PDP Media, it's designed to help you scale, elevate, and reach that next level of your career success. And some of the things that I did to position myself, I spent a whole entire summer just learning how to do video editing because, I feel like that's going to resonate with a lot of people, right? So I spent a whole summer doing that. I raised my hand and got selected to do a reality show called The Blocks. That's BLOX. That's going to be dropping here in January 2025. And it's all about connecting entrepreneurs or putting them together in a room, learning from one another so we can help develop and scale our careers accordingly. I did that because that put me in a position to be uncomfortable, but for me to learn not only new things, but from other people as well. So please follow along my journey so I can help you reach your level of success.